Going guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you see this young lady up here, pictured here, and you see this older gentleman that's with her? Okay, these two people, right? The girl's name is Anthony Stewart. The girl, her name is Anthony Stewart. She's 22 years old. Well, she was 22 years old. Same with this guy, her stepfather, Gary Newsom, age 66. Now, this story right here is out of Memphis. Shout out Memphis. Channel, let's shout Memphis out. You know what I'm saying? But this story takes place in Memphis. It's a story about domestic violence and abuse. And one of the types of stories I cover on my channel. But I want you ladies to pay close attention to this story because a lot of y'all are in this very same scenario right now. And I want you to pay close attention to what's said from both the man's part, which is the guy pictured here. This dude right here who looked like a badass little girl. His name is Jalen McCollins, and he's on the run right now, and people are begging him to turn himself in for taking the lives of these two people right here, his girlfriend and his girlfriend's stepfather. And this guy right here shot them in their home. And I won't give you all the details, but this story, when I play this video, what the news anchor says in the beginning was shocking to me. And it's a statistic about domestic violence. I want you guys to check it out. We're going to come back and do what we do on this one. Let's go.
According to the CDC, more than half of the women in domestic violence situations are killed at the hands of their male partners, 50%. This is a tragic statistic a Southeast Shelby County family experienced Monday when a father and his stepdaughter were shot and killed by 28-year-old Jalen McCollins, who the Shelby County Sheriff's Office says is wanted tonight. Action News 5's Stephanie Douglas shares the family's plea. Stephanie.
Well, Joy, a plea for 28-year-old Jalen McCollins to turn himself in is coming from his girlfriend's family. They say McCollins shot Anthony Stewart and her stepdad, Gary Newsom, when she tried to break up with him. Action News 5 did some digging and found this is just one of many domestic violence encounters he's had with women.
We are just devastated, heartbroken, in disbelief still that this even is happening.
A family is reeling over the deaths of 22-year-old Anthony Stewart and her stepdad, 66-year-old Gary Newsom. The two were shot inside their home Monday on Newfound Gap Road off of East Shelby Drive around 5 a.m. during a domestic violence dispute with Stewart's significant other.
The only thing we can speculate, because we were not there, from his actions and previous just period, being a father, stepfather, a protector. More than likely, he was telling him to leave. I'm going to call the police.
This is a glimpse from what the Ring doorbell camera caught moments before the shooting. The suspect, 28-year-old Jalen McCollins, dated Stewart for 3 years. Stewart's family says she made multiple attempts to end the relationship.
Been like a year that she's been trying to break away. But every time she breaks away, he says, I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to kill myself.
Action News 5 went through McCollins' criminal history and found a handful of domestic violence charges filed from previous ex-girlfriends between 2018 to 2020. All were dropped. It's a troubling red flag. The family says they wish they knew before.
If I knew he had a violent background, I would have probably talked more to my niece about leaving him.
This shooting sheds a light on how many domestic violence incidents Shelby County Sheriff deputies respond to each year. At this time, in 2023, there were 580 domestic violence calls with physical violence or actual violence involved. So far in 2024, there have been 529. While the family works to heal, they're sharing this message with the accused killer.
Jalen, this is being drawn out too much. You need to turn yourself in so we can get some peace, so we can get some justice, so you can take some accountability.
Now, if you have any information on Jalen McCollum's whereabouts, you're encouraged to contact the sheriff's office. Meantime, the family has set up a GoFundMe to pay for funeral expenses. You can find a link attached to this web story on actionnews5.com.
All right, guys, that's the story of this Peter Panis type person, Jalen McCollum. Now, the Peter Panis type is the opposite of the Juggernaut type. Remember, I told you the Juggernaut is an unruly, undisciplined, wild type woman that when they get mad and go left, they go all the way left. This is the male counterpart. This guy right here, Jalen McCollum, species name. Let's get it. Peter Panis, Juggernautus, impersonators. He looked like a badass little girl that refused to get her hair done and is running from that comb. It's a damn disgrace a 28-year-old man got to fight on a 22-year-old woman to get his point across to her that he want to be with her after she wants to break up. That's right. You guys seen it. Always down to the same thing. When the end of the relationship was together 3 years and couldn't get it together. 28 years old, you're supposed to be the leader. If anything, you'll be breaking up with her if she can't follow the beat of your own drum, not vice versa or in between. When you're a man and you set an example and you're looking for somebody that's going to be a viable mate to help you get to where you got to get while bringing her up, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, where you going to get? How you going to get anywhere? This should fall on him. He said 50% of women in domestic violence are getting killed. That's going to rise. That blew my mind when I heard that. And it's sad. It's sad. A lot of y'all women that watch me, you know, you guys have been through this type of stuff. You share some of your stories with me in my emails. I mean, I would never say anything about it, but I mean, come on. Come on. This is a channel where everybody has a voice, no matter who you are, what color you are, what background you come from. I'm trying to bring commonality to this page. If it's any words of encouragement, you can say in the comment section. If you want to share about what you went through and how to avoid it, by all means, man, put it in the comments. This is a video that needs to be shared because a lot of young people that think they're in love with a certain type of person and don't know the difference between love and obsession and control in a relationship, share this video, man. Share it. By all means, man. If we can help somebody, let's do it. Now, the GoFundMe, they got a GoFundMe up. I'll put it in the description box if anybody wants to contribute and feels the pain of this family that's sitting around scratching their heads, waiting for answers. This dude is a fucking coward, and he showed it. Did you see the video when they first came together and was in a relationship? They looked loving. He looked like a young man, haircut, everything else. For him to go from clean cut, looking like a responsible young man, to this shit, go figure. You see the transition coming. You see the transition. He looked like nobody cares about him. Know why? Because he didn't care about himself. That's the big thing. All of this stuff you see these guys doing is internal. It is. Been trying to break up with this guy for a year. Every time she goes to break up, what's the same thing you see? This lets you know you're dealing with a bitch ass ninja. Check this out. I'll kill myself. If you leave me, I'll kill myself. My man, you was 25 years old when you met this girl. She was 19. Now all of a sudden, she the sum total of your existence and bring you happiness beyond compare of the other 20-something years you was on the planet. All of a sudden, meeting her changed your life so much, you'll kill yourself if she's not there. But you didn't change yourself before this to keep her. You'll do all of this fighting and grabbing and pushing and punching and all this other stuff between her and other women you was with because it's something in you that they want to run from. Can't look in the mirror and say, damn, maybe I'm the problem. Can't do that. Always somebody else's fault. Dismissive of self while blaming others. It's a goddamn shame. And it's a reality out here. And more kids are growing up without no dad and no male instruction, and they're turning into this. My daughter's 8. 9, shit. I'm scared to death that she'll run into one of this because the chances coming up later on with the evolution of young black males, is high. 66-year-old man dead, married to her mother, being a father figure to her, and being protective in his household where this knucklehead comes, starts an argument. You see him outside the door. She trying to get in the house. He grabbing her. He doing all this other type of stuff. You're like a badass little kid when somebody found out that you do something and they about to tell you grabbing them. Don't tell. Stupid stuff. You see the child in the man. It's crazy when you sit back and you look and you can see a grown man that say, I stand on my own too. I do this. I do that. And then they wither to the mentality of a 5-year-old when it's crisis. Seriously, y'all ever think about that? Men like this don't get respect around their peers. So they hang around with people usually younger than them or people with the same mentality as them. Hitting on somebody is never a good thing when you claim you love them. Whether it's a man or a woman doing this shit, it's not. Multiple domestic violence calls and charges with various other women. This guy's a serial ass whipper. When the one that need to get punched in the face is him by his own self. He need to stand in the mirror and slap himself like 30 times. Get right, get right, get right. That's what he need to do. Because there's something wrong up here that you can't keep a woman younger than you or can't keep a woman, period. Obviously, it's something in you that she's seen in the beginning that she was attracted to and wanted to build with, but you didn't see it. Think about that. They can't go through the embarrassment or the shame of somebody not wanting to be with them no more when they blew their opportunity to lead by example as the man that they should have been. Then the last thing comes up, want to kill them. When they get pressed up against with a real man doing the right thing, 66-year-old man, they kill him. Oh, I'll shoot you. Shoot the girl too. Look what you made me do. Now look, she died in the house. All three of them was the only ones in the house, so they don't know what happened. She died in the house. When they came, she was dead on scene. Gary Newsom, the stepdad, died at the hospital. This bitch ass runs off. You didn't want this. Look at this whole thing for what it is, man. Just hear me out. If you leave me, I'll kill myself. But when she tried to break up with you, you didn't do that in her house. You didn't pull the gun out and say, you know what, that's it. Boom, and kill yourself there. But as you do, you let yourself live. Killed her, killed the man. See the game? These weak dudes always do that stuff. I'll kill myself. And the girl fall for it. I wish I was a chick and the dude tried that with me. I'll kill myself. And I know he got a habit of fighting on me. I'll kill myself if you don't come over here right now. It's over. I'd have hung the phone up. Yes. Because now he can't terrorize nobody else. Just saying. Peace to the fallen. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Domestic violence is no different than anything else out here that shouldn't be outside of the natural order of things. I don't want this to happen to nobody, whether you like my content or not. But share this video because it has to be put out there that these guys ain't playing. And you need to vet these men, ladies, like you vet your friends or your children's friends coming up, because now everybody wears a mask when they come up with a hi and a hello. And you got to put them through the gauntlet to find out who's real and who's fake. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.